Hey guys, here about to play a third match with our gas can burn deck. I think I'm actually going to keep this hand. I may regret it, but we do have two 1 mana cards, and if we can hit a second land, we can Magma Jet, which can help us hit more lands if that's what we still need by that point. So we will attack with our Swift Spear. Come on, land. Be so nice to top deck a land. Draw a land, rather. So we're just going to swing, keep our mana up, so we can Wild Slash something. We're going to need to buy ourselves time so we can hit the second land for our Magma Jet. Looks like he's giving us time. Although he is smoothing out his draws in the process. Land. Not a land. It's a little risky, but I think I'm now just going to hit him for 4. Wild Slash plus Prowess. So he's at 14. 14 with 1 mana is pretty good. If we ever draw a second land, we'll be really happy. There it is. Now I'm going to swing in Magma Jet. He may be able to counter it now. We'll just have to see. It's looking like it's likely that he can counter it or kill our creature. I'd rather he killed our creature. Okay, he killed our creature, and that is what I wanted to happen more than countering our Magma Jet. Okay, we're going to put this on top first and then this on top. I like both of those things, drawing a land and drawing another Magma Jet. Thoughtseize, okay. Enjoy. I'm not sure what I would hit if I were looking at this hand. It's hard hand. Probably, I think I would hit the Ire Shaman, I guess. No, he hit the Fire Dancer instead, which makes sense. He knows that this is an Ire Shaman now, but I'm going to play it anyway, face down. I mean, he doesn't definitely know. Maybe I top decked a different morph, but he pretty much knows. We know Magma Jet's next, which will help us further. Okay, he's anticipating. Lots of temples. Wow, that was weird. Another Hero's Downfall, but it didn't really show it to us. We'll enter turn, hold up Magma Jet. We can probably just burn him out from this point. Oh, that's going to complicate that, though. Certainly. I think we're still in pretty good shape. Palace Siege. I'm sure he picks dragons, right? Yeah, he chose dragons. Yeah, so we're going to Magma Jet. It's too bad he killed our creature. We're going to Magma Jet him. See if we can... Okay, so he's going to gain 2 at every upkeep. So I think I actually want the mountain on first. Put this on top first, and then this on top. This way I can Lightning Strike him twice. Or Lightning Strike something twice. So he goes up to 9. But we can kill him anyway. We'll Lightning Strike him twice and then Arc Lightning him. So if all of that resolves anyway, we'll win. So we'll have to see if it all resolves. So Lightning Strike. Lightning strike. All right. And lightning strike. See if that resolves. 3 lightning strikes. No, it does not. All right. So he's going to go up to 5 now. Life gain is a burn deck's worst nightmare. Ugh, aggressive mining's really not that good right now. May play it anyway. He's gonna go up to 7 though. I think I'd rather do this. And in my turn, too bad that was an outpost siege. It's gonna go up to 4 now. She's also gonna play something else, it looks like. What was that? Oh, Jace's Ingenuity. So he drew a bunch more cards, goes up to 4. All right, we've got another lightning strike. I'm gonna hold on to it. May end up having to play our aggressive mining and just hoping we hit enough burn next turn, because he just problem. Plus, I'm sure he has counter spells in his hand now. He's just gonna wait. He's basically a control deck with Palace Siege as his win condition. He's just trying to kill us with Palace Siege, and he's on his way. So we're gonna try lightning striking. We've done so much more than 20 damage in this game. He's taking some time at his upkeep. He's afraid to sacrifice his Flooded Strand, I think. Ooh, our own siege. Now, that'll work for me if he'll let it resolve. That will eventually outgun his siege. We'll draw enough burn. He's not going to let it resolve, though. No, sir. Yeah. Next turn, we'll try our aggressive mining. Seems unlikely that it resolves with all the cards in our opponent's hand. Ooh, Narset. I'm pretty jealous of that. Okay, so now we're going to try our aggressive mining. And we'll end our turn. So in response to that, we're going to sacrifice a mountain. That doesn't do us a whole lot of good, but it does something. So he's going to go to 6. So there's no single card I can draw that would kill him anymore. If it's a non-creature, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Pretty cool control deck our opponent's playing. There's no point in not doing that. Ooh. Now even if we did draw, now when we draw a land, we can play it. So that's somewhat relevant. Thoughtseize, okay. Probably going to hit our siege. Maybe not. One of our twin bolts might be smart. Yeah, because we could double twin bolt him and kill him if we drew a land. Okay. I'm going to try out our outpost siege one more time. Betting it gets countered. No, wow, it resolves. He may have another end, though, another one. So we're going to say cons, of course, and we'll end our turn. This has been a weird game. We were dominating really early. Now we're both even at 6. What does his emblem do? Something crazy. Your opponent can't cast non-creature spells. So we'll just lose the game if he does that, basically. Okay. Yeah, I think we've lost now. Like, I could knock him to 1 depending on what we draw, but that's not enough. So yeah, we lose. Narset's ability would just beat us. Okay, sideboard. Definitely a fun game 1. Definitely a really controlling deck our opponent's playing, but with some fun things like Palace Siege and things like that. I think Phyrexian Revoker should come in to name Narset if necessary. I think more creatures might be good against this opponent. My guess is he's probably siding out some removal anyway. And we don't need Roast. Doesn't seem like there was a single target for it. And Arc Lightning is also not as good when our opponent doesn't have creatures. I think that's about it. So we'll run with this. Too bad the Revoker can't name Palace Siege. And too bad Red doesn't have a way to remove enchantments. I would like to play first. Pretty good hand. There's really no reason not to target all over Burn at his dome, is something else we learned in that first round. Burn can kill Narset if it has to. But I think I'd rather not use it for that. I mean, Narset won't come out for a while, more than likely. He clearly really likes Narset, and so do I. I've actually really I have a Narset commander deck I really like. I may record a video with at some point. And I've really desperately want to open a Narset in a Dragons draft, but I haven't had the chance. But it would be really fun to make a draft deck around her. She's a really cool card. All right. So since we have 2 mana available, I'm just going to go ahead and Twin Bolt him instead of Wild Slashing him. Save the Wild Slash for a time when we just have 1 mana. So we'll Twin Bolt him. Him down to 15 and into our turn. Next turn we'll probably play our Ire Shaman. Yeah, he started slow with these last time, but we didn't punish it as well as I would have liked. But maybe this time we will. I may actually play a Tarka Efreet first, because if we can get in with that, it's going to be hard for him to beat us. We're just going to swing. Yeah, we're going to play our Efreet face down first. See what our opponent does here. He probably has Hero's Downfall or something like that ready to go. But we're going to go ahead and swing. And we're going to flip our Efreet. He may Hero's Downfall it, but he still gets to ping for 1. And if he doesn't Hero's Downfall it, he's taking a lot of damage. Ow, and it doesn't look like he is. Okay, so sounds good to me. All right. He must have a way to kill our Efreet, but it may not matter. We're going to swing. If he kills our Efreet, we'll burn him with both of these and kill him. We'll probably try that anyway. He's got to have a way to kill the Efreet, otherwise, you know. He's dead, so. Okay, so in response to that, yeah, we win. So we'll Wild Slash, and then we'll Magma Jet. And that's GG, because our dude gets big enough. It doesn't really matter. but I'll put him on top and that on bottom. And then our guy hits him and he's dead. So on to game 3. That was a nice hand. Turn 5 win. The Tarkev Freed helped us out there for sure. I think we leave things as they are. Is there anything else that's just not that great against this opponent? Our fire dancers actually aren't that great. Do I have a... No, I put in both the Freeds. Kind of makes me wish I had some more creatures in my deck. In my sideboard, I mean. Because, you know, fire dancer's pretty much just a 1/1 body against this guy. So like 2 more Freeds or something, maybe. I don't know. Something else. Because, you know, most people run at least a few creatures. We haven't seen one yet. So the fire dancer's ability to make burn hit creatures, even when it hits the opponent, has been pretty useless. He also clearly likes blue-white a lot. His name is D-Sphere, like the tension sphere, I'm guessing. He seems to be sideboarding now. He may have sided out some removal because we didn't play many creatures, and then he saw the 2 Efreets and changed his mind. Well, he saw 1 Efreet, and there are 2 in our deck now. There's 1 in our hand again, and this is a keeper. If we can get this siege out and resolve it, that's like a controlled X worst nightmare. And we might pull that off. It'd be nice if we had a Swift Spear in our hand. Maybe we'll top deck 1. We did not. Like I said, though, all of our burn is ticketed for his dome because there's no reason to do anything otherwise. He doesn't seem to have any creatures. Okay, we got both our Efreets this time. We'll pass. He's anticipating. Narset on turn 4 would be pretty bad. Certainly something to consider. But if he does that, that means we'll be able to flip our Efreet and just kill Narset with our Efreet. So there's that. So I'm not worried about using a Lightning Strike. That's what I'm going to do, in fact, is just Lightning Strike him. A Fire Dancer, who, as we discussed, is pretty useless, is just sort of going to stay in my hand for now. It's hard to decide what I would do if he plays Narset like right now. But I think even if I drew a 4th land, he's not going to play it right now anyway. Even if I drew a 4th land, I think I would have chosen to flip this and try to kill it. Right now, I'm probably not going to flip it. I think I'm probably going to try to resolve our Outpost Siege. We'll swing for 2. And we're going to try to resolve our siege. No big surprise there. That makes sense to side in against us. Would have been nice to resolve it, but kind of just hoping he taps out. We can just keep punishing until he does, since we managed to resolve a creature this time around. I'm going to play out the other Efreet as a morph, if he lets us. He did. Got a lot of mana. And hostilities. Okay, that's bad. Didn't see that in earlier games and played into it. Didn't play around it, as I perhaps should have. We're just going to play out 2 creatures, which I know seems weird here, since they're not the toughest of creatures, but It gets me a source of continuous damage on the table. And if he wants to use another end hostilities on them, I'm not going to regret it nearly as much. Ashiok. Yeah, that's bad. So he's going to exile the top 3 cards of my library. And he hit aggressive mining and 2 mountains. He's at 5. I think I'm going to have to use burn to try to kill him, plus attacking. Can he hit? Too bad that can't hit planeswalkers. I think we're going to have to try to burn out the Ashiok. Although, maybe not. I mean, he's not going to hit many creatures that will be all that great. I mean, if he's getting close to 10, then I guess we'll worry. But I think maybe we should just try to burn him out. We have 2, 4, 7. We have 10 damage in our hand right now. So I think that's probably the move we want to make. Yeah, we'll just attack D-Sphere. Ashiok's ability isn't that great against our deck. We just don't have that many creatures. 2 of them are already in our graveyard. 2 are in play, so there's even fewer than there usually are. And we're going to try to Arc Lightning him. He's going to counter that. Yes. He's concerned about his life total. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, he did hit a creature. He hit an Ire Shaman, which isn't irrelevant. It is going to be able to block for him. Drawing lands isn't exactly what we want to be doing right now, but oh, I think I forgot to cast a spell at instant speed that turn. Would have been smart. Got him down to 8. We have 5 damage in our hand and 2 on the table. So we'll end the turn. I'm going to try lightning striking him. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to click yes there. Ugh, whoops. Made a mistake. Just sort of clicking through, thinking it just said okay. But I redirected the damage to Ashiok because I clicked OK. Which is not what we wanted. Dang, he hit another creature, a Satyr Wayfinder this time. Or, not Wayfinder, Fire Dancer. Yeah, if I had made the mistake, our opponent would be at 5. Of course, I don't know what he has in his hand. Well, that's helpful. So we're going to try to swing D-Sphere. We don't want to make that mistake again. What is he doing? It's dig through time. Okay. Such a good card. Alright, I'm okay with that. Especially if we can resolve and keep this Ire Shaman in play. It's my foil one, so it should be better than the one that he could potentially have. Yeah, in Wonder turn. This guy's a very good control deck, and we aren't exactly. He isn't letting us resolve our ways to draw extra cards. If he targets my dude right now, I'll probably flip him and hope I can hit something like a Lightning Strike or a Twin Bolt or a Wild Slash that I can just cast. Okay, he's putting something in play. Probably an Ire Shaman. Yeah. And a Nyx Fleece Ram, too. Dang. We haven't seen that guy show up before. Roast would be nice now, wouldn't it? Sided that out. He may have sided it in against us. And Palace Siege. So we're in a lot of trouble. He is tapped out. So we can potentially get some stuff done here. One of them is that I mean, at the end of his turn, I'm going to Twin Bolt there and there. Well, then we'll flip him. He can swing for 3. And then we're going to also draw an extra card. So it's really going to come down to what we can draw here. Hopefully we can draw some gas. So yeah, we're going to Twin Bolt. 1 and 1. He won't be able to block our flipped Ire Shaman. No, I don't. We would definitely win if I hadn't, well, not definitely, but much more likely win if I hadn't made the mistake I made earlier. Okay. We're going to flip, excuse me, there you go. Don't hit a land. Just, of course you hit a land. Yeah, he would be at 1 if we hadn't made the mistake we made earlier. We're going to attack D-Sphere. Why couldn't he have hit our siege or our aggressive mining, you know? You know, the good news is most burn decks would just be completely toast at this point because of all of this life gain that's happening. But if we can just hit one of those cards that'll let us draw a bunch of cards, we'll be in really good shape. He's also decking us in the meantime. What just happened? Oh, Weave Fate. He's just drawing a bunch more cards. He doesn't need more cards. Come on. Oh, God. So we got Planeswalkers as win conditions, too, which is awful. Interesting decision on his part. Yeah. It's just sad that we can't hit anything. We've played one Outpost Siege that got countered. Oh, I think he also exiled one aggressive mining. But still, in our 29 cards left, we have a number of things we could draw that would be really nice. We're going to attack D-Sphere. I could try to kill Sorin right now, but I think if we want to have any hope of winning, we have to try to burn him out. All right, goes up to 8. Come on, aggressive mining would be so nice. But the longer this game goes, I mean, the game's still in our opponent's favor, even if we can hit one of those things. And now he got another Satyr. I'm okay with. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was surprised he didn't do that in the previous turn. I might actually try to kill Sorin now. We are going to Wild Slash this token. If he lets it resolve anyway. And he did. Well, that'll be helpful. I want to try to kill Sorin. He can make me exile all cards from my hand and graveyard, but that's really not going to be the hugest deal ever. So I can swing at Sorin for 3, and then hold up Magma Jet. Or I can knock him to 3, but then he's going to gain 4. But if I don't hit him for 3, he's going to go up to 11. But I think killing Sorin's pretty important. So that's... Although, let's see. He can make another token, and then I can Magma Jet it. Okay, he's going to go back to up to 8. What we really need to do is hit one of our gas cards. I wish I could know if that was going to happen. We're going to swing at Sorin and see what he does. We're going to swing at Sorin with our Ire Shaman. Looks like it's probably not going to work out for us anyway. Let her end. Jace's Ingenuity. I like this guy's deck. It's definitely a fun control deck. This kind of control isn't real huge in Standard right now, but he's making it work. He was hoping he'd hit Hero's Downfall, and it looks like he may have. Ultimate Price will also work. Alright, we're going to Magma Jet our opponent now. No. No. Okay, I think we just want to put both on bottom. I mean, the only way we're going to win is if we get an Outpost Siege or a aggressive mining. It's the only thing that can get us a victory here. And even that may not do it. Our opponent's in such good shape right now. He can put a creature into play and then give it lifelink, and it's just... He's going to gain way too much life, probably. Yeah. There's an Ire Shaman. Gave all his guys lifelink. Okay, well that's what we wanted to see. Whether or not it resolves, I don't know. I bet it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, we lose. There's no way to come back. He's going to be at too much life and beat us down a lot this next turn. So, but, you know, it was a fun game. Our opponent has a very strong control deck. We just couldn't resolve the things that would help us draw, you know, a bunch of cards. Like, if that aggressive mining had resolved, we'd have a really good chance. That's why our opponent countered it. So, yeah, but thanks for watching. The deck's, you know, still doing pretty well, and it's fun. And let me know what you think.